Hello and welcome back to another video on the F1 Journal and to the Abu Dhabi GP review where Max Verstappen crushed the Mercedes to win the F1 finale at Yas Marina. It was an unexpectedly dominant victory. It was only Verstappen's second win of the season and one he predicted he would have to fight hard for under the Yas Marina lights, with Bottas and Hamilton starting behind the surprise pole sitter. But Verstappen was comfortable throughout, even after a safety car, and took the checker flag by 15 seconds, giving himself and the Red Bull team a welcome boost ahead of a Hope Championship fight against Mercedes next year. Doubtful though, let's be honest. It was really enjoyable out there, said Verstappen's the first non-Mercedes driver to win the season ender since 2013. We did everything right. Bottas held off Hamilton for second, with Mercedes and their 2020 title winner, who was still feeling the effects of COVID-19 on his F1 return, uncharacteristically off the pace. Characterising the past couple of weeks, he said, "I'm really happy just to be back out there this weekend. It's obviously not as good as perhaps we would like, but congrats to Max." Alex Albon was fourth in the other Red Bull, despite a light charge. A decisive battle came behind the season's fastest cars as Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz finished in 5th and 6th respectively to clinch 3rd place for McLaren, their best championship result since 2012. McLaren came into the concluding race 10 points behind Racing Point, but Lance Stroll only collected 1 point, while Red Bull bound Sergio Perez, yes that's right, who was starting on the back row, lasted only 8 laps before a reliability failure. The Mexican in his last race for Racing Point was the only retirement. Sainz is under investigation for driving unnecessarily slowly in the pit lane, which held out Stroll, but any punishment isn't expected to alter final team position. Daniel Ricciardo was 7th for Renault after an impressive long stint, with the Ferrari having a miserable end to the season. Charles Leclerc and Sebastian Vettel gambled by staying out there during the safety car, but finished only 13th and 14th, with the German four-time world champion unlikely to remember the last race of his Ferrari career or the last season of his Ferrari career fondly. Daniel Ricciardo was 7th for Renault, as I said, and Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon rounded up the top 10. Abu Dhabi GP was the 17th and final race of a delayed and extraordinarily intense season, but it lacked the previous drama of races, but did nevertheless provide signs of promise for next year's 33 race campaign. 33, that would be excessive. 23. Verstappen dominated from pole, just his third in F1, to successfully close off a season in which has been frustratingly adrift from the Mercedes. Red Bull, who have steadily gained on F1's world champions towards the end of the season, hope to consistently challenge them in 2021 when there will be few changes to the cars, but with just not a lot of development for Mercedes because they're focusing all on next year's car. I think it will be a tough ask for them. Red Bull really need to start off the season quickly. But anyway, McLaren can go into the winter on a high after a fantastic result, sealing their most points on a Sunday since early September. The on-track success came after an off-track boost on Sunday too, with the team selling a big stake to US-based investors in a bid to move further up the field. The Woking outfit Mercedes engines next year, which have consistently been the fastest power unit in F1 since 2014. Perez wrapped up 4th in the Drivers' Championship despite his pointless Racing Point finish, and we believe is set to get the Red Bull seat, with Alex Albon becoming the reserve driver. Daniel Kvyat will also be waving goodbye to F1 as he finished 11th for AlphaTauri. Yuki Tsunoda will be taking that seat, and we believe it will be announced on Wednesday, while Kevin Magnussen was finished 18th for Haas, ahead of only stand-in teammate Pietro Fittipaldi, who will be leaving the grid as well. George Russell returned to Williams after superbly replacing Hamilton last weekend in Bahrain and was 15th for Williams. Before we go, here was the final classification. Max Verstappen winning, just totally dominant for him. Outstanding drive. Mercedes just didn't have the pace today. I think Lewis Hamilton's still suffering from COVID. Albon, much improved for him, but unfortunately it looks like it's too little too late. McLaren 5th and 6th, just outstanding for them. Few would have backed them to turn it around, but they have done. Fair play to them. Ricciardo, outstanding race, very much best fitted for him. Vettel holding up Gasly and Ocon and Stroll. Stroll will be disappointed. I think Gasly and Ocon will be fairly pleased, both moving up. Kvyat 11th, I think he'll be disappointed to be outside the points on his last F1 race, behind Gasly as well, having started in front of him. Raikkonen did well to be ahead of both Ferraris, just on an awful strategy. And then Russell, Giovinazzi, Latifi, Magnussen Verstappen and Fittipaldi were just nowhere this weekend. Perez, obviously really unfortunate for him, and Racing Point will be gutted because they really should have had that third place in the Constructors' Championship. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily F1 news. Subscribe to my other channels on the screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching. Not peace yet. Just wanted to say we will still be uploading weekly videos now that the F1 season's over, on multiple different topics, and we may start covering some other series like Formula E when they get going until F1 is properly back. So yeah, we won't be going anywhere. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.